Today we'll discuss about the system refresh. System refresh means, so we have two systems, right? One is the development system ECD, and we have the one production system ECP. So ECD, so development, and ECP is the production. So production, we have the more data. Production, we have the more data is available in the production. So we want to copy, maybe it's a like rarely activity, system refresh activity, maybe during the before the upgrade. So or before any project to go live, before any project starts in. So we will do the refresh activity. Why? Because here all the business users, they will log into the ECP production systems, they will log in and they will do the transactions here, right? So here transactional data is very more here. So in the development, we don't have any transactional data here. So to full-fledged testing purpose, to full-fledged so functionalities purpose, so what we will do during the upgrade time, we will take the backup of the your ECP production system. We will restore it on the ECD system. We will restore it on the ECD system. So we will take the backup here. We will restore it on the developments here. So whatever the data is there here, same data will come. So whatever the users are there here, same users will come to the here. Whatever the destinations are there here, same destinations will come to the here. So everything will be same. Everything it will come to the same. But thing is here, we don't want so users, right? So that is the reason there is some pre-work activity we have to do in the ECD system. We have to do the some preparation works. We have to do that one. So we don't want to, why? Because all the data will come to the here. Means whatever the data is there, RFC destinations, users, okay, all the profiles, IDOC profile, that are all everything will come to the here. But after the restore, we need to retain the users. Why? Because development we have the other users. So we need to retain the users again. We need to restore the users back to the normal status. RFC destinations. So some other configurations, configuration data. So configuration data, we need to restore it back again. So that is the reason. So before we go ahead and restore the system production to development, we need to take the some configuration backup on the here. So this is the source. This is the target, right? So this is the source. This is the source here. So this we will call it as the target. Why? Because source data, we are restoring it on the target side. Okay. All the data we are restoring it on the target side. So what you required here to achieve this refreshed activity, to perform this refreshed activity, so what activities we have to take it out in the your source systems. Source system, what we required is we required only backup. Source system, we need to take the full DB backup is required. If we take the backup, all the data will come. Then move the backup files to the target location. There you can restore it on this system. So whatever the data is there here, same data will come to the here also. So we don't need to worry about this one, right? So that is the reason we need to take the full DB backup. So we need to take the full DB backup. Full DB backup, we have to take it out in the ECP, right? So then move the backups to target location. Backups to target location. Target location, we need to move to the target location. So that is the very important here. Okay, that is the very important concept here. Got it? So here in the target side, so first of all, before yes, Marvik.
Sir, generally we perform system refresh in between quality and production. So is this same scenario for all, or we have to perform between development and production?
Development also rare cases we will perform it. Rare cases.
Okay.
So quality also rare cases we will perform. But if you perform anywhere, the steps are common. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Either
Okay.
the
Okay.
Oracle or DB or SQL Server or anywhere, the steps are common.
Sir, the CCP and ECD, which DB? Oracle only, right?
No, these all are in the SQL Server database. SQL Server DB.
SQL Server.
Yeah. But the pre-steps, post-steps, so it's like it's the same. In everywhere, if you go, the pre and post steps are common. So you can see the component information of the ECP. So ECP, if you see here ECP, we have the more data is there, more product versions are there here. ERP, Fiori, and so you have the some versions are there here. You can see here, you have the versions are there here. So yeah, the versions are there here. All the versions are there. All the components are up to date here. Number of components are there here in the ECP. So, but when it comes to the so development ECD, we have only four components are there here. Only four components are there here. So now when you restore it to the here, you will get the all the data. Whatever the data is there in the production, including software components and everything will comes to the this place. Everything will comes to the so this place here. So that is the reason. So we have to do the restore activity, which both the systems are in the same sync. Both the systems are in the same sync here. So for that reason, what we have to do here, first of all, backup we have to take it here. Backup we have to take it from the your ECP system. We have to take the backup here, right? So once you take the backup here, the target side, what we have to do here in the target side. So step number three. So take so take the full DB backup here also for safer side. Okay, take the full DB backup. So we have to take the full DB backup. Why? Because something is happened here, we need to restore it, right? So we will add one step here. Take the take the take the backup of your target also, your target system also means ECD also. You can take the backup here, safer side, right? So then once you take the backup of your target system ECD here, then what we have to do here? So the next step here, so take the created transport of copies here. Why? Because we have to take the configuration backup here. So right. So for that one, create a TOC, transport of copies, and add the all the RFC tables. RFC tables, you can add it here. RFC tables, you can add to the transport of copies. Why? Because RFC destinations also we need to retain after the restore is done. So as part of the host activity. That's why because RFC destinations here all are the development system entries. When you restore the production to here, you will get the production entries. Again, you need to change one by one. So it will take longer time. That's the reason. Now we need to take the backup. We have to create the transport of copies. We need to add into the systems. That's we have to do that one. That is the one. So we have to do it in the system here. Right, transport of copies, create the RFC tables here. So the next point, so user master record export, UMR export we have to do. For this one, we need to go to the SCC8. SCC8 is the transaction code. So from there, select the SAP underscore user profile, then export it. Export it. So that all the users will be exported. Whatever the users are there, so before the refresh, all users will be, we can restore it back after the restore. After the restore, we can restore it back. After the restore, we can do that one. After the restore, so we can perform the activity here. Okay. So that is the one. UMR export. So once the UMR export is done, then so maybe create a TOC for So maybe license, if you want to take the license, you can take the license, and W20, W21, IDAC partner profiles and metadata. So that one you can take the backup. So then what next? So some other profiles take the backup, not the TOC. Separately, we have to take the backup of this one. So a license W20, W21. So yeah, this creation, these things we can take the transport of copies here. So these also separate transport request, we can take it out. So then so export the export the export the certificates from the stressed SSO2 O2, and export the printers SPAD. Why? Because here the printers are different, here printers are different. So we need to export certificates also different. So we need to export all those things here. So once you've done all the exports, then capture the screenshots of. So we have to take the screen captures of the RZ, SMLG, RZ12. So here we can also take the backups. We can also create the transport of copies, and we can take the backup. But few customers, they will take the screenshots, SMLG, RZ12, and SM61 background job server groups here. Then RZ70, SLD API cast, and also your Scott settings. Why? Because production it is enabled, development it is disabled. So you need to revert back previous status, all these things. So you need to rework all those things here. So that is the reason Scott, SLD API cast, RZ70, SM61. So and also profile.
RZ04.
Yeah, the operational modes RZ04 and some 63 timelines. So you need to take this one, and also so once you've done it, all these things, still we have more. Let me think. So logger groups, SM61, RZ70, SLD API cast, Scott, RZ04, and some 63 for the operational modes.
SM59.
59 anyhow, here it is covering. Here it is covering. And sec store screenshots, you can take it out. So, and ACL list, you have to take the screenshot from the stress SS photo, ACL list. So then that is done. Uh, SLD, we got it. SLD also very important. Why? Because development SLD, quality SLD, we have to retain, right? So that's why SLD operational modes, and so yeah, SOA manager, SOA manager. If any entries are there in the SOA manager, so SOA manager here, we have to take the SOA manager here. So jobs screenshots, the table, TBTC tables, and SMQ1, SMQ1, SMQ2, SMQR, okay, SMQS. So SMQR, SMQS, SMQS. So all these screenshots we have to take it out. Why? Because when you restore it back, production entries come. Again, we need to restore it back. Delete again, we have to recreate it here. So again, otherwise we can, few people they will create the scripts for this one. So they will create the script RT for W scripts, they will create it, then it will be exported. After that, again, they will import it here. So that is also one possible way. We can minimize our operational manual efforts, we can minimize it here, right? So we can take all these things, we can take the screen captures here, right? So and also OS level, operating system level. So take the backup of your profile directory and
Profile
profile
directory.
directory, sec directory, profile and sec directory. Sec directory, you can take the backup here. If required, you can also take the security directory in the global directory. Security also. It is
And,
available under the
and
global.
mount point screenshots.
Yeah, if you require mount points also, that is not a problem. Yeah, OS level, file system screenshots, you can take it out. File system, screenshots. And Yeah, here one thing, AL11 screenshots, you have to take it out. And also you need to take the screen captures of the OAC0 content repositories and OAC3 and repositories, content repositories. For archiving perspective, repositories will configure, and also the file screenshots, the archiving path, it will mention here the file screenshots. So all these things we have to take the evidence screenshots. Why after the restore, after the restore is completed, then we need to retain same configuration as like using the screenshots. We have to configure the same screenshots, right? So remaining
BD54.
things, so with this all these things we can take it out. Yeah. So here BD54 also we can create the transport of copies. So that is also possible. So BD54 sale, BD54, that is called the sale logical systems. We can take the screen captures. So that is also one possible way. We can take it out that one. and execute the execute the one report that is called the BDLS underscore check BDLS underscore check report. We have to execute this report. This will show this report will be helpful to get the current logical systems and table entries here. Current logical systems versus and table entries. So this is the very important activity. So this is the one very important activity. DBDLS underscore check report. This we have to execute to get the current logical systems versus and the table entries. How many logical systems are there? So based on that, finally we have to execute all those things, right? Yeah. So these are the pre-steps which we have to perform in the target side here. Okay, so let's perform one by one here. Let's perform one by one here. So I'm in the ECD system. So in the ECD system, first we will do the user master record export here, right?
Sir,
User
can we
master
make a document?
document, if keep on here the screen share. I have the document already. I will share the document.
Okay. Okay.
If you make the document, it is a time consuming activity. Document preparation of the documents and everything. Let's take the document then.
This is the DB refresh, right? I mean, the system refresh and DB refresh same, right?
Same, almost same. Same, it's a lot almost same, everything is same.
Okay.
Schedule as a background job. Okay.
We are recording, right?
Three files are created. Yeah, we are recording already. 3 files are created already. Yes. So background job is scheduled for export here. Then meanwhile, while that is getting exported, we can create the transport of copies. Well, especially for the transport of copies, we will take it out here. So this is ECD refresh. So RFC tables RFC tables export here. We have to take it out here. RFC table export we are doing here. So here TR will be created. So here in the TR, we have to add the RFC tables. We have to add it here. RFC tables, we have to add it here in the table.
Instead of WinSCP, that's snipping tool, you can use Windows print screen, sir. It's easy.
So actually not required by when you are recording. It's a meaningless to take a screenshot. Then what's the meaning of recording?
Yeah, no problem. I have the document. Maybe we can take it out later. So RFC doc. So RFC doc is the one of the table where all the RFC tables will be stored. Okay, so that we can take it out here. Table keys is the all the keys here. The next one is the R3TR. So normally when we are creating the transport request, we will create it, right? So here the RFC related few tables are there here. So RFC doc, RFC, so ATT attribute, ATT attribute, wrong. It's not. Yeah, RFC attribute. Okay, so this table, total 4 tables for the RFC destinations. We have to take the backups here. So then R3TR TABU table. So add the next one is called the RFC des. RFC the last table. So this is enough. CCL. These 4 are enough. So this is enough. These 4 are enough. So take this 4 table backup. We have to take it out. This 4 table backup. So we have to take it out. This 4 table backup. So this 4 tables.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just checking others as well. Yeah, these 4 tables as part of the RFC, we have to take these 4 tables RFC destinations backup. These 4 tables we have to take the backup here. Okay, this is the RFC. So take the note down of your table as well. Sorry, your RFC or your transport request number as well. Why? Because we need to re-import. So whatever the systems, whatever the entries are there, same entries will be, we can take it out here. For this one, we can just click the export button. We can export it here. So, oh, some upgrade is running. That's the reason it's not.
But you haven't released it.
Is there an upgrade is running currently?
But I think first we have to release, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to release, right? Release
Yeah.
cannot be released. Okay, that I can release it later. Someone is doing something in the system. Okay, then once you've done this step, I will do it later. So once you've done it here, RFC tables, right, and user master records, that everything is done, then we can capture all the screens here. SMLG, what are the entries are configured. So because same entries we need to reconfigure after the restore also, right? So just we can take the screen captures of the SMLG and RZ12, RZ12 also we have to take it out. Why? Because these are the configuration entries, development configuration. Here nothing is there here. So right, then and also we have to take the export of the S license. S license also we have to take the screen captures here. S license also we have to take the captures here, right? Then you can take the captures of the license here. So once that is done, so license is done and W20 any W20 here. IDOC related partner profiles are there here. So here we need to capture the screen captures are. So this partner profiles and everything we have to do take the screen captures here. So it's a very important. Why? Because if you miss this step, what will happen? So after the restore production it is come, the data will not go to the other systems. If you want to data should go to the other systems, here you need to create the entries, partner profiles, you have to create it here. Here you have to create the partner profiles, we have to create it here. So that is the configuration will be done by functional, or sometimes they will ask us to do that one. So here, so all these entries we have to capture, screen captures, we have to take it out. IDOC partner profiles and ports, we have W20, W21 ports, we have to take the screen captures here, right? Screen captures here. And also, you can also take the, so BD54 also we can take it out here. Why? Because we should know what are the current, so current logical system naming conventions here. So after the restore, you will get the product. So production one. After the restore, you will see the, so production one you will get ECP1. Again, we need to restore it back, right? That's the reason. Otherwise, we can take the TBDLS table backup here, transport of copy, so that, so this entries will come automatically. This entries will come automatically. All these entries come here. Then export the strust SSO to SPAD here. This is the main activity here. So if you miss others also, not a problem, but this strust SSO is the very important here. So then you need to, whatever the certificates are there here in the system-wide certificates, then you need to go to the here, you need to export, into the one of the location you have to export here, one of the location you have to export here. So like ECD certificates like this, you have to export it here. So like this, whatever the certificates are there, all the certificates, and also you have the any ACL list also there. You can take the export of the ACL list also. You can export it here. You can export it here. That is what we have to take it out here. So then, then same SMQ1, SMQ2. So all those things, SMQ1, SMQ1, if any failed entries, SMQ2, SMQR, SMQR. So one entry is there here, SMQR. So we can check the SMQR entry, Q in scheduler. So the processing of the messages here. So then, so Q out scheduler SMQS here. So we have the QS also available here, right? So you can take the screenshots of the SMQS also here, right? So then what next? Once you've done all these things here, right? So then what next? What is the pending here? Store screenshots, operational modes. So all the screenshots one by one, you have to take it out here. In the store screenshots here, in the store, so this should be actually green. So otherwise, we just click on the execute button, you will see the what's happening in the systems here. So it should be all entries should be the green sheets here. It is saying that you can delete the entry. So we can clean up that now. Maybe after the restore is completed, so we can clean up. See here, all comes to the green status here. So this should be green status. This should be green status here. So store. Store. So then SPAD, the printer devices, we have to restore, we have to export it over here. Now development entries are there now. Go to the output devices, the export the devices here, right? Just create the execute the export configuration star means all the printers you need to take the export here. So just I'm taking the export of the all the configuration. I'm taking the export here, right? SPAD.txt like that. So I have taken the export here. All those things will be exported here, right? So that is the printer devices exports I have taken here. Then what next here? So profiles, backup, OS level profile directory, sec directory, file screenshots, and this is the very important BDLS underscore check report, right? So go to SA38. So BDLS underscore check, BDLS underscore CH check report here. So sorry, RBDLS. RBDLS underscore check. So here, this is the very important here. So just click on execute button. This will take the, maybe this will execute. This will immediately, it will execute it here. Parallel processing, it is asking the server group here. Which server group you want to select it here? Nothing is there here. So remove the parallel processing. So just click on the execute button here so that it will give the results. Logical system. Why? Because after the restore again, we need to execute the BDLS conversion, logical system conversion. We have to execute it. Why? Because all the production systems we will get like ECD. Now you see here. So you see here we have the data, two rows, so 36 rows here. So data is there, ECD entries are there here. So after the restore, again we have to do all for these tables, we have to re-execute here. We have to, for this one, we have to execute the BDLS again. BDLS only, especially for these tables, we can execute. Don't need to execute for the all the tables here. Only for these tables, we have to compare it. We can execute here. Why? Because here ECD, wherever ECD entries there, here after the restore, ECP will come here. ECP will come. So ECP means again we need to revert back to the ECD. Restore back to restore here. So its manual changes are not possible. Again, conversion is possible here. So that time we have to convert here all these entries here. Total 45 entries are there here. So we need to convert all these entries. We have to convert here in the systems. Okay. So that's why we have to execute this report. Normally, if it is the system transactional system, it is available. It may take hours, 4 hours, 5 hours to execute this report. So normally, if the less systems, less DB systems, it won't take much time here. So that is what we got the results here, right? So this one we executed screenshots, trust license, user master records, and all those things we have taken the so configuration, all those things we have taken the exports here, right? All those things we have taken the exports. We are ready with the so downtime activity, right? We are ready with the downtime activity here. So let's start. Let's take the so here the profiles, right? So the it is created the what co-files and data files also created here, right? Co-files and data files also created here. So then what next here? So then profiles, profile directory, secure directory, you can take the backup here. So once you've done all these things, you are clear, right? You have done. So you just take the why because post restore, we have to do all kind of work again here. All kind of work again we have to perform in the systems here. That is the reason we need to take the backup of the your so backup of the all the configuration, whatever the configuration we have, maybe one or two missed, I guess. But all those things we have to take the screen captures and screenshots and be ready for the upgrade. Why? Because the if you miss remaining things, okay, but certificates, license, user master records, RFC tables. These 4 or 5 are mandatory things here. Why? Because after the restore, again you need to restore the development user. Why? Because few people they are exist in the development, they are not exist in the production. So when you restore it to the data here to here to here, all the production users will come here. So your users gone, right? Again, you need to revert. How to means again after the before the restore, you have taken the UMR export, right? That you have to import again. License, certificates, everything we have to re-import here. Then what is the purpose of again we are re-importing means again we are doing the recreation means what is the purpose means data, transactional data purpose we are doing all these activities here. Data purpose we are doing all these pre-step activities we are doing in the systems here, ECP to ECD. So maybe few more steps also there depends upon the your customized system. Standard steps, these are the standard one. So if you have some customers, they have the few more steps also there that will come. That will come depends upon the your system usage. Maybe sometimes tricks correction, tricks admin, tricks corrections also we have to take it out. But mandatory, these are the things we have to take capture the screen captures here, right? Then after that, backups, using the HANA Studio, how to take the backups, how to restore it, that we discussed, right? Backup and restore method we discussed, right? Same as like now our ECD, ECP are hosted on the SQL Server Studio. So same as like now we will do in the SQL Server. The backup and the restore common everywhere. So suppose if you take HANA Studio, you will take the backup, HANA Studio, you will restore it. Same as like here also, SQL server, we will take it out, we will restore it on the SQL Server Studio, we will take it out, we will restore. Same as like I am taking the backup of your production, you are taking the backup here, right? So right click and tasks, create the backup here, right? Create the backup here. So here, change the location to the, what I will take it out here, I will take the location to the E drive here, E drive. ECP backup. Okay, ECP backup. I have created the one location here. ECP dot BAK backup. Okay, so I created that ECD dot backup file here. So if you click on OK button, so this will take some time to take the complete DB backup. Okay, same as like HANA also we will take the backup, right? Same kind of work here. Just you can assume we are restoring it on the taking the DB backup and restoring it, either whatever you do. Okay, so the steps are common. The steps are common here. So if it is the HANA DB, HANA Studio, we will do it here. SQL Server Studio, Oracle BR tools, we will use it. DB2 commands, we will use it here. Sybase, Sybase also using the commands, we will restore it here. Any database, the restore part and everything is different, depends upon the tools, right? So here also we are using the SQL Server. Why? Because we are on the SQL Server. So SQL Server DB backup, everything told. Since you have already had experience on the HANA database side, right? So HANA DB, so taking the export backup and restore. So either the point in time recovery, specific data backup here. So during the specific data backup, so you need to select the during the restore part, what you have to do, specific data backup. Then you need to choose the backup which you have taken the backup, right? That backup you have to take it out. That backup we have to take it out during that time here. That time you have to take the backup here. That is the main thing here.
And sir, if I don't want to take a full backup,
Full
and
backup you have
I
to
want
take it out. Full backup you have to take it out. You don't want to, not like that. You have to definitely you have to take the full backup. Without taking the full backup of your production, so how can we import? Right? Import is not possible. You have to take the full DB backup, you have to take it out.
but if I take a backup of particular table and then import, is it possible?
Particular table particular table backup, what is the use of doing the particular table backup? There is no usage, right? So particular table is not required here. Taking the particular table backup here. Why? Because you are taking the DB backup means all the tables will be backing up now. All the tables are backing up database level. So you have to restore it. Particular table backup means that is not the refresh and restore activity, right? That is not the restore and refresh activity.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Normally, when doing refresh in Oracle, we'll download that control file, sir.
Control file. Oracle, especially control file is required. Oracle.
Okay. Here it's not required.
Not
Sir, like
required. For remaining database, control file is not required here. Either Oracle, sorry, either SQL Server, HANA DB, Sybase. So this control file is not required. Only Oracle. So since we are using the BR tools, so we have to use these commands. We have to use the commands to do that one. We have to use that create the alter commands. We have to use it to create the control.
commands. Yeah. Okay. So, and one more, sir. For this W20 and 21, can't we take transport of copies, sir?
Yeah, we can take the transport of copies, those things also. We can take it out here. So I have the one restore script is there. Not only one thing, many things we can take the this configuration, many things we can take the configurations backup, we can take it out here. So I have one restore script here. Here, not only here, normally we will use to do the script in organizations. Why? Because instead of doing all these manual things and everything, so I have one restore script here. So that I will restore script. I will share with you so that it will take the all the tables back up automatically because every refresh it's common steps, right? So that is the reason we will use the rest scripts so that all the tables instead of you doing one by one taking the captures again restoring, it is a time consuming activity. So that's the reason our aim is minimize the timelines of the operational timelines. So that's the reason we can capture all those things are not possible. Only few are possible. Those things we can take it out. One is RFC tables, license, W20, 21, BD54, S-Trust, SPAD, SMLG, RJ12, all these things we can capture. We can take the screenshots. So we can take it out here. All these things, whatever I mentioned here, all these things we can take the screen captures. So not screen captures, we can write the one script. Write the script means tables. If you take the table backup, automatically all the configuration will come here. That is the main thing here. So only table backup, you have to take it out. The configuration will come here. Here the executing, the script is getting executed here. But whatever the data is there here in the system, ECD, all will gone now. All will gone now. All will gone now in the ECD system. So why? Because whatever you are doing in the ECD, all will go away. Why? Because production data will come now. So it will be same as like ECD, ECP, both are same now after the restore. Why? Because ECP we have more and components also more, and also it's the ECC, everything is more. So all will gone now. All will gone to same. Now it's ECP, ECD, both are will come to the same place now.
So generally in system copy we use import export, and in system refresh we use backup restore, right?
Yeah. System copy also, sometimes we have to use the backup and restore method only. Backup and restore method we can use. Take the backup. Using the backup, we can build the new system also, we can build it. Not only restore, not only restoring that in the existing system. We can use build the new system. So that's why yesterday we have seen, right? Two options we came yesterday while
Yeah,
importing.
exactly.
Yeah,
SWM.
yeah. We can use using the backup, you can restore it on the existing system, or you can build the new system also. That is also possible here.
Okay.
But most of the restore refresh time, take the backup and restore it. For system copy, what they will do, maybe export and import methods, they will use it. Export import method, you will use it. If you use the backup
Okay.
restore method, again, you need to do the post restore refresh activities. So again, if you do the import option, so your activities, your manual activities will be reduced here. So that's why. So people will perform some kind of things here.
Okay. So we can use same backup restore here while we get through SWPM.
Right.
So we can use
Now you have taken the backup, right? Now we can run the
yeah.
SGen. So then we can use the same backup. We can use it. So then we can just restore it on the ECD system. We can restore it. But before restoring here, what we have to do, we need to stop the system. One entry we have to like. So we have to stop the ECD system. SAP we have to stop it here. Stop. So your ECD means your target system. You have to stop it here. No need to database. Only SAP we have to stop it here. Only SAP we have to stop it here. Once you stop it, then so backup you are taking now. So once you stop it, then you can restore it to this data in the here. So then after that, post restore activities we have to perform. The post activities are very, very important here. Pre, whatever you have done in the pre, all are only screen captures. Post is for the all our executions. You have to reconfigure everything here. Is anywhere development production entry is coming, you need to change it to the development entry. Like that, you have to change it everything here, right? So that is what we have to do it here. Now you know what we are going to do. ECD, we are restoring on ECD. So D is the only 4 components. Here we have a lot of components and updated components and theory components are there here. So all will be come to the ECD also, it will come to the here also. So all users also will come, but I don't want the users here. Again, you can re-import the user master record, import it to the here. All of the destinations, all the configuration you have to do. Only for transactional data purpose, we are doing the this restore activities here. Why? Because during the testing time, maybe yearly once, 1.5 year, 18 months once, we will perform this type of activities here. So why? Because so when you are doing the development activities or testing activities here, the both the data are not same. Here, the test is successful, but it will when it go to the production, it may fail it. Why? Because here data is different. So the main purpose of this one, we will align all the systems, all the landscape systems into the same sync here. Then people will perform the development. People will perform the development. The both the systems. Okay, we can maybe the systems are same data same, then we can assume like, okay, test is successful here, then same project will be go live successfully here in the production also. That is the reason. So whenever you do the upgrade projects, maybe we will do the refresh of the systems. So whenever you do some projects are go living, some parallel projects are go live happening, that time we will take the backups and we will do the restore at on the development called systems. There it is successfully implemented, then production also will be implemented. Why? Because it's a backup restore of the production. So you have the same data. So no need to worry about the testing fails and everything here. So that is the major thing of the, we will do the restore activities and refresh activities here. Right? So it is taking time.
Sir, one thing I am not able to understand, like the same activity we can perform through SWPM, right?
Right. Same
Okay,
activity
so we
means
can
not the taking the
backup.
backup, restoring the backup.
Okay, restoring the backup is a possible through SWPM.
Yeah, restoring means when you go to the SWPM, then target system. Instead of that, you can use the SQL server. Instead of the standard one, you will get the second option, like load, unload, and backup and restore. So file, that backup file which you have taken the backup file, this file you have to give to the SWPM tool, so that will take care of the restore activities and everything here.
Okay, okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, it is taking time. Maybe we'll leave it like this. Okay. So once this is completed, tomorrow we'll perform the